Hello to my Aries. All right, Aries, let's get right into it so we can get ready to close out this cycle. This cycle actually closes on the 28th of January. So, another significant thing that's happening at the end of the month is that Uranus is going station direct at the end of this month. So, that's the Fool card in tarot. So, you're leaving behind a lot of distractions. Now that you are fully aware of what you may have been kept in the dark about yourself, right? Um, Meaning that some people may have found out within the last 8 years what their moon sign was, like exactly what nurtures your spirit. That's a big for a lot of people, like just finding out what really truly nurtures your spirit, what sets you apart from every other Aries on the planet. And just some other things you may have found out about your birth chart. Some people are just really learning about uh, uh, just astrology and just who your soul tribe is. Just a lot of different things you're learning about you, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your card. Talking to you, wherever Aries is in your birth chart. Ooh, new love, new you, new career, new life. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get into it. Talking to you, wherever Aries is in your birth chart. Let's do it. See what's in your cards. Let's start with a angel number first. Let's start with an angel number. That's right. So that's going to be the intention that you're setting. So these are the intention cards first, and then we're going to start with the angel number card. So new you, new love, new career, new life. Okay. New everything looks like. New everything. New. The new. All right. So 401. Revive. It's your time to shine. That's right. So your angels need you to know that the light is shining on you now. It's time to take the chance, speak up for yourself, and go for that thing that you've been wanting to do but haven't yet. You have a window of opportunity, and your angels are giving you the go ahead and put some effort forth to get this thing done right now. Take a power walk, sing your favorite song, or get a solo dance party. Get the energy moving immediately to take things to the next level. So I feel like somebody is getting ready to take a chance on new love, a new you. Maybe be buying something new for yourself. Maybe applying for a new job or starting a new career for yourself. Something you're doing new, like taking a chance on something new, doing something you may have never done before, right? So, all right. Somebody could be relocating. You're doing something new. Which I'm not surprised because you are the first sign in the zodiac. So I don't think that you'll be fearful of starting something new. Maybe a new career or something you're doing. But let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, let's go. Leaving behind distractions. Doing something that's going to pour into you. That's the beauty of pulling your birth chart. Doing something that really nurtures your spirit, that's going to help balance you out, where you don't feel like you're always in, go mode. Something where you can pour into yourself. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. So here we have. So there could have been somebody that you may have felt like a Taurus. Okay, maybe left you out in the cold. A Taurus. I don't know. That's a good way to start out. Okay. You may feel like a Taurus didn't tell you something, maybe left you out of something, or bullied you out of something. Because Taurus' symbol is a bull, right? Wait a minute. That's interesting. Okay. So, somebody may have felt like a Taurus didn't tell them something. Somebody may have felt like a Taurus didn't tell you something, because this is this right here. This particular deck right here. This is the magic deck, but you may have felt like somebody didn't tell you something. And so, okay, so this is, you see snow. Well, this is snow. Snow is a form of water. Water is reflective. It's like something like somebody did not copy something, or somebody did not mirror something, or somebody did not reflect something. Like convey something, or something that maybe a message or something that you wanted. Somebody was left out in the cold, like you were maybe left out of something, but yeah, a message. Like somebody maybe didn't convey a message, or the way you wanted something conveyed, or something. You may have felt like you were left out of something. You may have left out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So something around. Um, hmm. Yeah, something about a time. Yeah, because nine of pentacles. Nine of pentacles. It's like yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Mhm. Yeah, so something brought you to a new level of emotional maturity around. Something brought you to a whole new level of emotional maturity, and like some level of balance. Because something is like you're no longer giving time to something. Like something you're just like, okay, so you know how like I'm trying to think of the word like woosah. Like something's like, like you just like, okay, I just need to take a breather. I just like, okay, I'm just at that point. Like like not at the level of frustration, but feel like somebody just feel like, okay, you know what, let me just hit a reset button. I feel like somebody may not have told you something, or whatever the case may be, because you're like right there. And you're seeing something at a higher frequency now. Like you're seeing something like this is arrow. You're aiming higher now. Something, and for you just feel like you're just kind of aiming higher now. So that's why you're at this new love, new you, new everything. Like something is just like, okay, a new everything at this point, right? So yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Um. Here we have the Knight of Wands here. I feel like you just feel free at this point. I feel like you just feel free. I just feel like you feel free at this point. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 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 I feel like you just feel free at this point. Yeah. That the nightmares is over. You just feel like, okay, nightmare is over. You're just moving on. Yep. Yeah, something's just causing you to just raise your frequency. You're like, you know what? You're just raising your frequency at this point. Something is just causing you to just raise your frequency. You just like knew everything. Something is just causing you to raise your frequency. Yep. Something is causing you to raise your frequency. You have an innate spiritual understanding of everything at this point. You say, you know what? Something is just causing you to just raise your frequency. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Something is, you have an innate spiritual understanding of everything. You're just moving on. Where's the yeah. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like the Judgment card connects us with Pluto, which is the outermost planet, and I feel like somebody's just not going to give any more time to something. Something is because the Nine of Pentacles is death, rebirth. Yeah. Somebody said you're not giving any more time to something. Something, you're not giving any more time to something. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you have enough. You have enough. You've been brought into the light. You're clear about what's what. You It's like you now know everything. Something you now know. You're like, okay, I'm not giving any more energy to anything. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a person that says, when you're fortunate enough to know everything, you know what you know, right? He's a death card. So death to judgment. You're not judging anything at this point anymore. You just say, you know what? You just know what you know, right? That's where the breakthrough is going to come in. You're just cutting some energies off at this point. Yeah, you're just cutting some energies off at this point. You're pulling out the sword and just saying, you're not even asking what the motive, why. You're not asking any questions anymore. You're just like, you're clear. The Ace of Swords is about clarity. You have clarity of thought. You are very clear at this point. Like, you're clear. You're clear. You're very clear at this point. You're very clear. Very, very clear. Very clear. Yeah. Very clear. It's like your ancestors just kept trying to tell you something in your ear. Your ancestors just kept telling. That's why, your ancestors, when your ancestors are talking, a lot of people don't believe your ancestors telling you. He says somebody just emotionally feel like, you know what, you're going to start listening to your intuition. You're going to start listening to their intuition. You're having a tower moment. Yeah. So somebody's in a very vulnerable space right now, but you're starting to listen to your tower moment, but you're having like a double tower moment. Somebody's gonna start listening to their ancestors, and like it's a hidden tower moment. It's like, okay, I'm start listening to my ancestors. My ancestors are when my ancestors are talking, I'm immediately going to prayer mode. I'm immediately going to prayer mode. My ancestors are talking. Right here we have the Ten of Cups here. Yep. I definitely feel like somebody has, you've inherited these gifts. And I mentioned this that you inherited this. I mentioned this in quite a few people's readings. When people think about gifts, they think about tangible gifts. Like you feel like you inherited like the physical gift, right? But we're also talking about spiritual gifts. When you inherit spiritual gifts, like intuition, like you inherit like you are a highly intuitive sign, like high priestess gifts, your intuition, like the other side of just the physical. So people inherit houses, cars. Y'all know what I'm saying. Physical gifts, but also spiritual gifts. Somebody inherited a lot of spiritual gifts. Just like somebody inherited musical gifts. And that's what somebody is like. That's what somebody is jumping for joy for. Somebody is recognizing that, like, wow, somebody has inherited these, and that's where you almost don't even feel blindsided. Somebody's like just coming to this realization. It's like, oh, okay, that's another inheritance. It's like you inherit musical gifts, like it's because I'm looking at this music note. People sitting on these gifts. This is what we're talking about. Water. Things just flow. Like certain things just flow to certain people. That's what somebody is starting to realize. It's just like some people can just sit down at a piano and just play. Some people can just like sit down at a computer and just write. Some people can just like. Some people have inherited all the clairs. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience. Some people have all of these gifts. Like some people just have all of they just know. Some people can just sit down and just like read cards. They can channel. Some people just are just gifted, right? They just know. They just know. Right? So that's what's gonna really hit somebody like a bolt of lightning. It's like, okay, somebody just know, like that's a gift, that's an inherited gift. But it's taking somebody some time to get that. Like somebody just like you're gonna know who your soulmate is. Something is gonna hit you like, oh my God, like, okay, why didn't I just know certain things? Like, why didn't I just, like, I've been walking around with blindfolds on. Why didn't I, and that's why you're going to get some rest. That's how you're going to get some rest. That's how somebody's going to finally get some rest. That's how it's going to, like, hit somebody. It's like, why didn't I just... Yeah, here's the Seven of Wands here. That's how you're going to close something out. That's how you're going to free yourself. It's like... Here's a, yeah. That's how you're making a decision to just, that's how you're making a decision to just, you know, close something out. Because something is, because something has been like emotional, like your fire sign, but something has just like been, I don't know. Anyway, it's your time to shine. Somebody has to have a new love, new whatever, new everything. Move on, whatever. Move on. Somebody has a new everything. So I feel like somebody act like they need to like physically see something to believe something. Like, what is that about? Like, what is that? I need to see something to believe something. Like, that's what this is. Like, somebody feel like they need to physically see something to believe something. With two energies, it's like two energies. It's like somebody needs to physically see. It's almost like a person is saying in this right here. You need to physically see, like if somebody said, "Oh, I heard so and so was married." You need to physically see that they are married before you believe it. Like, why? Okay, they married. So what? Or I need to physically see whatever. I don't know. I need to. I don't know. It's like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's just me. That just seems nosy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I guess it just depends on what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Like unless is checking to see if someone's safe. That's different. Like if it's in a positive, then I can see that. Like but if it's something that's like I need to see, like somebody's put out in the cold. I need to see it. I need to see somebody like hurt. I want to see it for my. That to me, I don't know, because I'm seeing somebody out in the cold, but it's like a Taurus or something. It's like somebody seeing you out in the cold, like somebody is bullying to put somebody out, like putting you out in the cold or something. I hope that's not the case where somebody wants to see you out in the cold, like somebody is bullying to see you out in the cold. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to raise the frequency here, because I hope somebody is not wanting to see you pushed out in the snow or like out in the cold. But I don't know. Anyway, connect with your ancestors. Connect with your ancestors. But that's what this is. It's like somebody wants to see somebody out in the cold. Yeah, it's like somebody wants to see somebody out in the cold. That's what this right here. This is Taurus. And so when you look at this right here, right? So this is Mercury. So it's like somebody told somebody that It's like somebody communicated to somebody that somebody was going to be out in the cold very soon. It's like somebody says they have physical evidence. They have enough evidence that somebody was going to be put out in the cold, right? That they have taken some kind of action that somebody was going to be put out, right? Right, that somebody was they have taken some kind of action that somebody was going to be put out in the cold, right? That they were going to make sure two people, because this is Tower and this is Tower, right? That somebody was going to be put out in the cold. They have taken some action to end somebody's money. They had taken the action. So it could be you and somebody else, or it could be two other people, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's what somebody is saying. So somebody is saying it about you and somebody. I hope that is not somebody's wish fulfillment, that they want to see you and somebody out in the cold. But some people are motivated by the wrong stuff, but I'm sending good energy your way. I hope that is not somebody's wish fulfillment, because that is not cool at all. But yeah, somebody has a very bullying spirit, and if that's what they wishing, we sending that negative energy right on back. We sending that, we repelling, banishing that dark magic. We sending that return to sender immediately. If that's somebody's wish, immediate return to sender. Because it looks like somebody did not want to be talked down to. They don't want to be bothered with that energy. So you have a partnership in love, a partnership in business trying to come in, and Source has already made that decision, just like Source has already made a decision. You know that somebody is that you and somebody will not be giving any time to people who want that kind of, they have that kind of a desire to hurt somebody, because they have dark wolf energy to keep somebody in the cold. They would keep somebody in the dark about their actions that they have. Those two energies have taken that kind of action to have somebody put out in the cold. So yeah, so you're very close to achieving your goal. Very close to achieving your goal. So yeah, immediate return to sender. Yeah, but somebody got some dark wolf energy. They plotting and planning. So whatever people up to, people over there jumping for joy. Deepening. So once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully this has been helpful. Yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. Alrighty. All right. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.